Yeah. So guys, in our last session, we have discussed UI pages. How do you call the UI pages in the client side? We all have seen that. So UI pages are nothing but web pages. So you can call the UI pages in any client side scripting like UI policy, client scripts, and UI actions. Any place you can call this UI pages. Okay, that is what we have actually discussed yesterday. UI pages concept. So before previous session, we were actually discussing UI actions topic. Okay, before we were discussing UI pages, we were discussing UI actions. So UI actions are by default two types: server side UI actions, client side UI actions. Server side UI actions, by default, UI actions will work on server side. If you check the client checkbox, UI actions will work on the client side. Okay. UI actions by default will work on the server side. If you check the client checkbox, it will work on the client side. So if you want to move from client side to server side, you have to use GSFT submit function, null g underscore form dot get form element, and the UI action name you have to use. So that is what we have actually discussed in the UI actions topic. So I also have told you UI actions in the client side UI actions. We have actually two types. In the client side UI actions, we have two types: form UI actions, list UI actions. Form UI actions, list UI actions. So here guys, when it comes to the list, let me just go to the garage issue form here, garage issue list. This is actually garage issue list. Especially for list, in the client side, we have an API called glide list. So like we have glide form for the forms. Glide form will not work on the list. Glide list will not work on the form. For list especially, we will use glide list API. When it comes to the list, right, you will use glide list. So if you write glide form for this list, it will not work. In the form, if you use glide list, it will not work. Glide list is for list, glide form is for form. Okay, clear or not? So here we will actually check glide list API. So not feeling well, man.
Can just
No. I don't want to give you rest. Okay. So glide list can be accessed using G underscore list. Glide form can be accessed using G underscore form. Glide user can be accessed using G underscore user. Here, glide list you will be accessing using G underscore list. So glide list is a JavaScript class is used to customize lists. Okay. So the variable G underscore list is used to access specified list object. G underscore list variable is not available in the related list form link UI action. Okay. It is available to the list form link UI action. Okay. These methods are used in UI context menu and UI actions. These are the functions that are available. So add filter. So in the list, if you want to add a filter, you can actually add a filter. We have get object. Get checked. Get checked means how many records you selected, that comes under get checked. If you want to set the filter for this list, you will use g underscore list dot set filter. G underscore list dot add filter. So these are all the functions available. So most of the time, 99% of the time, you don't get requirement to use glide list. But however, I'll explain you how exactly this glide list is used. Okay, fine. So what am I going to do is, you will select the you will select the records from the list. Whenever I click on this button, I should be able to show the button in the list. Whenever I click on the button, current logged in user should be shown in the assign to. That is actually one case. So guys, two requirements. One is assign to me. Second one is bulk assign. First requirement assign to me. Second requirement bulk assign. First requirement I am going to explain now. First requirement is how many records you select here, and when you click on assign to me, these all are the records should be assigned to current logged in user. Let us say if you have selected one record, you have selected two records and you clicked on assign to me button. So once you click on that button, these two records should be assigned to current logged in user. That is actually first thing. Second thing, you have to show another button called bulk assign. When you click on that button, it should show the UI page. In the UI page, you should be able to select the person whom you want to assign. You will, let us say you are selecting able tutor. So after clicking on update, able tutor name, able tutor should be in the assigned to person. Okay, this is not an easy task. Try to understand it clearly. Okay, I am going to create a UI action, guys. Hmm? Right click configure UI actions. What is the UI action name? First one I am going to cover is assign to me. Just a moment, guys. list banner button. Okay. This should be client callable.
The hint you are written in a hint actually you have to on click, right?
Good catch, man. Okay. So first what am I doing is I am checking how many records you selected here. Okay. Where is equal to G underscore list dot checked. This function will actually give you the records, how many records you checked. Hmm? Not empty, else empty. Alert. Please select at least one record. If no record is selected, you are saying please select at least one record. Let us say if you have selected at least one record, then you will write a glide ajax here. You will write a glide ajax here. Hmm? So our script include is this one, CA details. So we've been continuously using this one, right? Where GA is equal to new glide ajax. Sysparam underscore name. So here in the script include, I am going to define a function. Don't give the space between these guys. Okay. So current logged in user, right? Current logged in user only, right? We have to assign to current logged in user, right? You don't have to get it anything from client side. Because you have in the server side to get the current logged in user information, we have gs.getUserID. So we don't have to get it from client to server. Where gr is equal to, so you have to get it. What do you have to get it? Which particular records you have selected? Those records you have to pass it to server. These records you selected, right? So those records you have to pass it to server. So all the CIDs comma separated you will get. How many records you checked? Those many records CIDs will be coming as comma separated. GA dot this dot okay. So you will be getting the CIDs comma separated. You have to split it. So I'm actually populating the current logged in user details here. In the assign to, I am populating current logged in user details. Hmm? See, assign to me UI action. I did not select anything here. When I click on this one, it has to show an alert, but it is not showing. Please select at least one record. So if I select one record, this record, if I select click on assign to me, it has to update the assign to person, updated the assign to successfully. Okay, so where is assigned to here? Assigned to person is not updated. Do you guys think it is not updated? It is updated.
It
You
has to
have,
refresh, right?
yeah. Hmm? Refresh should be automated. We have to make sure we are refreshing the list. How do you refresh the list? Window dot location dot reload. Hmm? I have told you, right? I'll show you. This is full of UI actions, man. This line will actually refresh the list. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the assign to okay. I am selecting 1, 2, 3 records. Just clicking on assign to me. Okay. Updated the assign to successfully. Only one record updated, huh? Why only one record updated? Tell me, guys, can any one of you guys imagine? Can any one of you guys try to understand the script? Tell me why exactly it is updating only only one record. Huh?
grga dot update should be outside
If I keep outside, what happens?
because it will update only once now, because it will go to each statement. It will return it. It won't loop.
Hmm? Hmm.
It won't loop, right? It will return there itself.
Yes, you are right. You are right. Good catch. Here, Hmm. You have to update it outside the outside the I think somewhere we have used that logic. See here. I think after the for loop we have to keep after for loop, I believe. Okay. I am just refreshing this one. So I'm selecting this one, this one, this one, this one. Assign to me. See, all the records should assigned to person is updated as current logged in user or not. Whatever the records that you selected, after clicking on that button, you are able to assign it to current logged in user, right? See, assigning it to current logged in user is easy, bit easy. I have to create another button now. That is actually bulk assign. Bulk assign. You are getting my point. Bulk assign means you are selecting these records here, but this time you can assign it to the person whom whom I mean, let us say you are selecting the records here. You want to assign it to able tutor. Selected records you want to assign it to able tutor. Let us say if you have selected Abraham Lincoln, All the records should be assigned to Abraham Lincoln. If you have selected any random user, the record should be assigned to that particular user. I am going to create another button here. Okay. This time I have to create a UI page. I have to create a UI page here. I have already created one. This is complete different scenario. If I explain this now, you guys, you, your, your mind will definitely go blank. I don't want to explain this one. I don't want to make your mind blank. This is actually completely different scenario, guys. If I explain you guys, definitely you guys will get confused. Okay. Leave out this one. We'll create our own. Okay. So bulk underscore assign GARAGA. But we'll try to copy a few things. Okay. Select assign to and assign button. Okay. This UI page, I am going to call it whenever you click on the bulk assign button. This is the bulk assign button, right? Here, get it out. Where GDW is equal to new glide dialog window. GDW dot render. Okay, let me just take one notepad, guys. What is the UI page name? This is our UI page, right? This UI page name I'm actually taking here. Okay. GDW dot set preference. So you can keep it any keyword. So here I'm actually passing selected sysids, selected record sysids. Okay. Okay. Now let me just refresh this one. So bulk assign is the UI action. So what is it telling? Please select at least one record. So now I am selecting this particular record. Here, when I click on this one, is it showing me select assign to person? Whom you want to assign to, select that person. So earlier, straightforward. Directly it is assigning to current logged in user. Assign to me means directly it is assigning to current logged in user. Here it is not the case. For the selected user, you have to assign it to those many records. Selected record should be assigned to this particular selected user. Okay. Here you will select able. So here he is termed as Abil tutor. You should not say like able. Abil. Recently I got to know that. Abil tutor. Because Abil is not a simple guy. He is actually one of the main, he plays main role in ServiceNow. So we'll search regarding Abil tutor over the Google. Abil is very famous in ServiceNow. Without Abil, there is no training and all. Hmm? So let us use Abil tutor only. So once you click on this one, it has to assign it to, the assign should be the selected user. Able tutor should be here. So UI page creation part is done. UI page creation part is done. So once you click on that button, it will call the function, right? That function you will define here. Okay. Inside this function, I am going to copy paste this line of script. Okay. Here this check record check something is there, right? So this one you will pass here as, is there any ID here? Let me just keep an ID here. ID is equal to GASYS gel dot okay, and you have to pass the selected user as well to the script include. Selected user ID is storing in this assign to. Okay, so here you are actually passing to the script include selected records and selected assign to. So in this script include, again this script include. Okay, This time bulk. This function, I will actually call it here. This is the one, right? Okay. I'm just refreshing this one. One, two, three, 4, 5. Bulk assign. Ability tutor. Okay. As soon as I click on this assign to, something is broken. Saurav,
Yes, sir.
I'm struck, man.
Yes, I'm also trying.
We have Done small mistake. We have to understand each line is written in which each script. Hmm. Okay. So what my understanding is, till here it is running. It is also fine. Somewhere in the script include or glide ejects, there is a problem. Let us try to remove this stuff. Comment this stuff. Save this one. In the script include, did we write anything wrong here? Script include mistake. This is the one. You didn't catch Saurav.
Yeah, actually, I was going to say.
That means you are not listening to the session properly.
I'm listening.
Able tutor. So it says records are updated successfully with the able tutor name. We'll refresh. See, records are updated with able tutor name. So now we will uncomment this line of script now. So that refresh and all, right? List refresh and all. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5. Bulk assign. Okay. I'm just clicking on assign here. See, it has assigned to the selected user. How did you get it? How did you do it? Here you have used a glide list API and Using that glide list API, you have got the records that you have selected, and those records you have passed it to the script include. In the script include, you have updated those assigned to person as current logged in user and selected user. So something you have told me, but I didn't understand. You have told something. What do you say, guys? Hmm? See, I have created a UI action called bulk assign. From here, I have called the UI page. This is the UI page. In the UI page, you are passing the selected record SysIDs. From there, selected record SysIDs you are passing to the script include. Glide Ajax. So using this glide Ajax, you are passing it to the script include. In the script include, you are updating that particular record start description. Okay. You got my point. Alert. I did use alert message here, right? There also you can give. Hmm? In the client side. In the client side, anywhere you can give alert. I'm just refreshing this one. Now, whatever the script that I have written, do you guys think that is correct? That is partially correct. How exactly? I'll tell you. I have selected these three records, right? I am selecting bulk SN, right? Here you are selecting able tutor here, able tutor here. When you select the able tutor, that is fine. If you are not selecting any record, and if you are clicking on assign to, then also it will work, right? Then also it will work, right? This bulk assign is actually about you want to assign multiple records to particular person at a time. That is actually meaning of bulk assign. Here in this case, you are accepting empty value as well, right? Empty value should not be accepted. That means you have to make the assign to as mandatory. How do you make that mandatory? So you need to keep that validation as well. Only then this logic is 100% correct. Okay, clear, right? Any doubts regarding today's session, guys?